Your local weather authority with meteorologist Julie Henricks.
Good morning. Our Graver Post Buildings cam this morning has been struggling, kind of zooming in and out, trying to capture that moon in its lunar eclipse total phase right now. I'm going to step into the screen because I just want you to know this is the moon and we're currently in that eclipse as we speak. If you're outside, if you step outside to go look at it, you're going to capture this sort of reddish tint if you look at this current situation, because we are in the total lunar eclipse right now this morning, and it looks like those skies really cooperated and we were able to break up those clouds this morning so you could see it all unfold. Now, as you prepare to head out the door today, it's cool in the 40s right now. We'll make it into the mid-60s this afternoon. It will be sunny. It will be pleasant. Very comparable to what we were yesterday. Let's talk tropics, because this is Nicole spinning out in the Atlantic. This is a subtropical system, meaning it takes on characteristics of both a tropical storm and an extratropical system. It's an unusual thing this time of the year to be tracking a system that's headed toward the U.S. mainland, but that's exactly what's happening with Nicole. The anticipation is there, so along Florida's coast, Governor DeSantis has issued 34 counties under states of emergency. This thing's going to track through Florida and inland, and it will potentially reach that Category 1 hurricane strength as it makes landfall. So there'll be coastal flooding, there'll be problems inland with heavy amounts of rain. This is an unusual thing to get a Cat 1 in November like this, but it's happening right now. And that system will then churn its way up the eastern seaboard and take aim for the nation's capital as a tropical low as the week progresses. It's actually going to keep us from potentially getting any moisture with a system we're tracking for Veterans Day. That's the system that's the digging trough out to the west, and you can see all that snow associated with the cold air. This morning, as we said, we've been able to clear out quite a few of the clouds right now to see that lunar eclipse. We are seeing a few clouds off to the northwest right now. We'll track a few of those across our skies. But as we get toward the end of the week and we're tracking that front, again, the passage right now doesn't look like it's going to do much for us, because this is the remnants of Nicole. So all that moisture is going to be drawn into that low pressure along the eastern seaboard, and as we get the passage of a front, it really doesn't do much for us other than change temperatures, and boy, is it going to do that. As we get into the weekend, folks, we've got some very cold air settling in. That's snow in Iowa for the start of next week. This cold means business. Today's temperatures seasonably cool, a warm push midweek, and then here comes the blast of cold. For the weekend and for the start of next week, you can see that cold air taking over much of the nation, and we're talking about below normal temperatures across the entire country. As we get into mid-month, a big change is coming. It's been quite mild November so far. That's all about to change. So today we are talking about a daytime high of around 65, kind of like yesterday. It's going to be a mostly sunny day and not too bad. Perfect to get out and vote. Make sure you're doing that today. Tonight, overnight lows drop back down into the 40s under partly cloudy skies. Here comes the big warm up ahead of that front Wednesday and Thursday. Look at that. We get some 70s, but then say goodbye, because by Veterans Day, a high of 50, and by the weekend, highs may not get out of the 30s. And by Monday morning, you're all going to need your coats. It'll be about 19 degrees.